So my conceptualization and understanding of suicidal ideation or suicidal urges is that at the time the urge is happening, life feels extraordinarily overwhelming, and there are usually numerous factors that interplay and add up to that feeling. And so it's very likely that that person has been feeling bad for a while, but have not gotten any kind of assistance, support, or any kind of ease, and any kind of reassurance that things are going to get better. So on top of all those things happening is also this distinct sense of hopelessness that, as you rightfully said, it's never going to get better. And that's a very powerful feeling. And it's hard to get through to that feeling in the kind of like talking somebody out of it. That's not it. What actually has to happen is that the person needs to feel heard, and they need to feel less alone in that moment. And that's the only way that you can really start to soften them, to help them feel like they're not the only one going through this, and it's not going to always be this horrible. But that's what's going on for them in the moment. Life has become extraordinarily overwhelming, and so the urges are almost a way of like, get us out of here, like free us from this pain and this despair. Hopefully, with good treatment, what the person starts to do, first of all, in a really healthy therapeutic relationship, is build a relationship. So relationship factors are number one things that are present in a person's life that are a form of resilience, or a protective factor, so to speak. And so their ability to even feel heard and understood by another human being is first and foremost. That's the most important thing that needs to happen in any treatment, any psychotherapeutic treatment. And so what you're starting to do is you're starting to help this person understand that, listen, what they're going through is real. So their suffering is absolutely real. And the factors that led up to their suffering are real, and that they're not alone. So you don't want to ever invalidate or to make the person feel as if they're blowing things out of proportion or if it's no big deal. And that's a fine line, right? Because you want to acknowledge on the one hand that the reason why the person feels hopeless is understandable, but it doesn't mean that's the end. And so that's where treatment comes in. That's where a professional comes in who's been trained to walk that line. And that's why it's not just enough to have our friends and our family who are not trained to help somebody through this. You do need that professional support so somebody can walk that line appropriately. What I can say to them in addition, as we're talking and we're trying to, just really trying to connect, is that, listen, not wanting to live in this moment means that your life feels unmanageable in this moment. And so our goal is we have to help you live a more manageable life. And you can't do it by yourself. So your suicidal thoughts are saying, we can't do this anymore. And we have to believe them. They can't do life as it normally is anymore. So there are things that need to be changed, but they also have to feel like they're not alone, because if they could have done it differently, they would have, right? So those are the things I'd want to communicate really strongly. And it obviously would depend on the situation, like in terms of safety measures, right? I would just not leave that person alone until I'm pretty sure that they're safe.